Good morning, 7th class. Today is Friday and I am your SST teacher. Students, as you know, our week 10 is completed and today is Friday and weekend is approaching. So I thought before wrapping up our week, let us have the revision of the things that we have done so far. In this week, we covered two chapters, Kublai Khan and Crusades. And in today's video we are going to cover these two chapters once again for the sake of revision. Let us start with the Kublai Khan chapter. Students, we learned about Kublai Khan that he was the grandson of the Genghis Khan and he became the emperor or the great Khan after he fought a war with his younger brother. There were two things about this war. One was a good thing and other was the bad thing. Good thing was he won the war and became great Khan, and bad thing was that Genghis Khan united the tribes with a lot of hard work. When these two brothers they fought with each other, the unity was affected. Then we came to know that Kublai Khan established the Yuan Empire in China, and he was the first person who was non-native. Non-native means he was not born and bred in China. He was from Mongolia. He attacked from some other part of the world onto China and defeated the Chinese emperor and established his empire there. The empire that he defeated, its name was the Song Dynasty. I hope you remembered it. Then we learned about the personality and about the policy of the Kublai Khan. We came to know that the father and the grandfather of Kublai Khan were great military people. They were great warriors. But Kublai Khan was not a warrior. He was more into administration. A reason for it was he already had a very huge empire. So Kublai Khan decided not to expand his empire further. He wanted to concentrate on the presented or the empire that he had, and he wanted to work for its betterment. Then we learned that Kublai Khan is buried in Mongolia. Kublai Khan had a vast empire, but his rules and his strength and his word, they were more affected in the China, in the boundary where the modern day China is located. He had more rule in that area, and Kublai Khan was the person who shifted the capital of Mongol Empire from Karakoram to the China. The name is mentioned here. It is called Peking. The city name is Peking. Here is the map. It shows you the green color areas. It shows you the Mongol Empire under Kublai Khan rule, and the red line shows you the Yuan dynasty that came under the rule of Kublai Khan. Students, then we came on our next chapter, the Crusades, which means the war. It is written here. The Crusades happened from 1095 to 1289. There were total 7 crusades. Crusades were basically wars. They were the wars between Christians and Muslims. Christians at that time, they were living in a very dark age. They had no basic facility, no education, and they used to keep fighting with each other. There was a religious leader. He was called Pope Urban II. He urged the Europeans to attack on Muslims and free Holy Land. He made Europeans believe that Muslims are their enemy. So Christians attacked onto the Muslim area because they wanted to free Holy Land. Holy Land means the modern day Jerusalem, in which is present in Israel. And after attacking the Muslim areas, Europeans killed the Muslims, they looted their properties, they just show brutality and atrocities towards Muslims. After the First Crusade, 4 different states were made. Muslims were thrown away, thrown out of their cities, and 4 empires were made. And after making the empires, huge castles were made. So Muslims cannot enter again into those cities. There was a man whose name was Renaud of Chatillon. He was very brutal man, and I told you about his character, that he looted the local population, and that is how he became rich. However, this person, Renaud of Chatillon, he attacked the pilgrims, Hajj pilgrims. There were groups of the people, they were going for the Hajj. Christians attacked them, looted them, and killed them. A Muslim ruler at that time, he is called Salahuddin. When he came to know about it, he became furious and he attacked the Renaud of Chatillon and he killed him, and he won back the Jerusalem. And that is how Muslim got back Jerusalem. These are the 4 states that were made after First Crusades. Their names are also mentioned here. There were the effects of the Crusades on both Muslims and the Western world. Muslims learned things from the West, Europeans, and Europeans learned many things from the Muslims. They learned things like how to use maps, how to use compass, how to make weapons from the steel, how to make carpets, how to make silk, how to play chess, how to use spices in the food, how to use pinhole camera, how to use coffee. All these things they were learned by the Arabs. Arabs at that time, they were very groomed, very sophisticated, they were very educated people, they were best universities in Muslim world. Unfortunately, when Muslim world was attacked, Europeans looted not only the property of the Muslim, but they also took with them all the research work and the books written by the Muslim writers and authors. So student, this was the whole week's lesson that I have reviewed for you once again. Please do your written work. If any of you are having any confusion between these 2 chapters, you can ask me. I will help you out. All the written work, learn them by heart, because you have 2 days, Saturday and Sunday. You have plenty of time. Learn them, and from Monday onwards, inshallah, we will start our week 11. Thank you so much, students. Enjoy your weekend. Allah Hafiz.